Woo! Good morning, good morning, good morning, good people. How you guys doing out there in the world of Instagram? I hope you guys are doing good. It's me, your homegirl, Adosha Wright, the author of What They Don't Tell You at the Hair Salon. I will. How y'all like my new color? Did Kendra lay me out? Y'all must be woke. I didn't think anybody would be woke this afternoon, morning, whatever you want to call it. But anywho, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing out there? Today is wonderful. You know, it's winding. The summer is coming to an end, and I just ain't happy about that situation. But it's all good. It's all Zane. What's up? I can't believe I'm seeing you. What's happening? What's happening? What's up? Barbie, I hope you win. I hope you win. I want to move to Garfield just so I can vote for you, okay? All right, guys, so I'm just going to hop up because I got this wonderful topic that comes up a lot, and the topic is about dandruff, like what to do about dandruff. Now, some of you may not know, but I actually do have a book, and it's titled What They Don't Tell You at the Hair Salon. Now, I don't have it at the shampoo bowl because my fingers are going to be wet, but I'll take a picture of myself with it, you know. So in my book, What They Don't Tell You at the Hair Salon, I actually have a chapter where I talk a lot about scalp care, okay? I feel famous because Zane is in the chat. What's up, Zane? Okay, so here's what I want to tell you guys a little bit about dandruff. As my guest is waiting for her dandruff shampoo to actually work. Now she asked, cause you know, Auntie, let me be in the video. So you know how aunties are. We love to use our family. They make us look real famous. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so here's what they don't tell you at the hair salon when it comes to caring for dandruff. So first and foremost, please understand one thing. Dandruff is a medical terminology, so you must be diagnosed with dandruff by a medical practitioner, not your auntie, not your grandma, not your cousins, not your thoughts, you know, not your hocus pocus pseudo, you know, science, no, and most certainly not your hairstylist. Okay, so we are not licensed by any governing body to diagnose any dandruff. So do not allow your stylist to tell you you have dandruff. Now, what can we do with dandruff? We can help alleviate symptoms, okay? So the shampoos and conditioners that we have here that are for dandruff, they have certain and very specific ingredients that will help alleviate common symptoms associated with dandruff, which are number one, flakes, which are absolutely embarrassing, okay? Number two, odor. Yeah, odor is worse. So if you are a smoker, a drinker, you work maybe you're a firefighter or you work in the kitchen, you know, something like that, and you have dandruff, that will only make that situation that much worse because dandruff does have its own distinct odor that just comes with the actual, you know, scalp condition, all right? And then, of course, last but not least, dandruff can just be very irritating because you're like, damn, I just washed my hair. Like, what's going on, all right? So make sure that you got to understand that dandruff is a medical terminology and only a medical practitioner like a dermatologist, you know, something like that should definitely be diagnosing your dandruff because you have different types of dandruff, all right? And then, of course, there are some symptoms that comes with dandruff that can be very, embarrassing and also just irritating, all right? So now that you know you have to be diagnosed with dandruff, next, you need to use the right product. Because remember, my book is always promoting that hair care and hairstyling are about three things. And those three things are the right products, the right tools, and of course, the right technique, all right? So now we have the product. So she's been sitting in this for a few minutes now. The directions, most dandruff shampoo, you will have to sit to allow the ingredients to work. So if you're one of those people who do not like to read, then get off my chat. I'm just kidding, okay? No, it's really in your best interest. If you have issues, anything you want to learn more about, do not just watch videos, guys. You're gonna have to be what? Tell them, Zane, a learned person, okay? So you're gonna have to learn this stuff, because when you have a condition, guess what? Science is always evolving. It's always evolving. So get out of the habit. Once you watch a video, please go back and read a lot of information, you know, that's pertinent to your condition, such as dandruff, all right? So most dandruff shampoos, they have to sit per the manufacturer's instructions, but you have to read them. So some manufacturers wanted to sit for 1 minute, some wanted to sit for like 3 minutes. It varies from company to company, but please make sure you read the directions. Do not cookie cut. I don't care what anybody tell you, all right? So the directions would like for us to apply this directly to her scalp. Now, the mistake that people make is that they think that shampoo, right? They think you just, you know, you take your hair, you know, and then you wet it, you know, and then you take the product and then you put it on there and you start shampooing. Wrong, okay? Do not do that, all right? Because shampoo means massage, all right? So don't cook it up. That's what you'll say. Don't cook it up. Look it up, all right? So if you look up the word shampoo, its beginning, its humble beginnings is in the Hindu word of massage, right? But massaging is not the same as what? Washing. So at the hair salon, we wash the scalp and the hair, then we come back and then we give you a nice shampoo. So we will not rob you of your shampoo experience, but when you have a condition like dandruff, maybe your hair is soiled, no, boo-boo kitty, you gonna need to wash that situation, okay? All right, what's up, cousin? Congratulations, I saw that play. I got a famous football player in my family coming up, all right? So now we have the technique, all right? So now we have the right product. All right, we have the right tools, our fingers and a comb. Now the technique. Now remember, she's been sitting, so I'm just gonna kind of go over this. So I conditioned her hair and combed away the fibrin first just to loosen it up, right? Now I'm going to take the shampoo, right? And I'm going to literally apply it to her scalp. Did you guys see that? This is more medicine. This is not shampoo used to just clean away debris. So do not confuse dandruff shampoo as regular shampoo that's formulated to actually clean the hair from, you know, hair care products and that kind of stuff. No, okay? So this has a special ingredient, and this has zinc. So zinc is really good at lifting away and dissolving flakes. You know how you see people, they will get a sunburn on their nose, or to prevent sunburn, they will actually take zinc, right, and put it on their nose? That's because when you put the zinc on your nose and you get out in the sun, the zinc will prevent the sun from not only burning your nose, but causing it to what? Peel. Booyah. Time to give it. Zane, they wasn't ready for the truth. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Niece. This is my niece, so I can beat up on her head all I want to. So they wasn't ready for that. So that's the beauty of zinc. So zinc is also used in some, not all, dandruff shampoos to actually help do what? Get that flaking, stop that flaking, all right? Okay, so now that's the technique. So you have to get the shampoo onto the scalp, and then you must let it sit per the manufacturer's instructions. Don't y'all be out here talking about some, oh, well, I thought you don't get paid for thinking. You gotta read, you gotta know. So listen, don't spend your money on this stuff and don't read, because it don't work like that. And then y'all get out here, oh, Head and Shoulders is not for black people. It's not, shut up, okay? You gotta read out here, okay? So, companies don't formulate for races, by the way, okay? They formulate for the situation at hand and to get your money, okay? All right, Okay, so now this company, which is Head and Shoulders, hey dude, they've been around for the beginning of time, so I ain't got time to be sparring with Head and Shoulders, okay? All right, so now we have it on the scalp. Now we have to begin to wash. We don't want to shampoo because she has a scalp condition, and they do have instructions on the back of the bottle that is encouraging the user to actually scrub the scalp. That's right, Zane. We like to use hair science, okay? And now I'm using the Wright comb, which by the way, you can find the Wright comb over at myrevair.com. And that's the name of the comb, all right? And so I'm using the balls of my fingers to begin to actually remove the fibrin or flakes away from the scalp. And as you notice, I'm kind of, I'm getting out of breath because this is a very vigorous movement. This ain't no time to be, hello, Jean-Claude Van Poo-Poo Lusha Wee Wee. No! This dandruff, okay? So dandruff, we need a hairstylist or a shampoo person, whatever y'all want to call them this year, that actually knows what they're doing, okay? Put your head back. The shampoo is the most important part of the salon visit. And so if the technician does not cleanse the hair properly, all blocks down. I'm just kidding. I don't want y'all to know about DCD, okay? No. All bets are off, guys, okay? So no, you will not be able to have an effective hairstyle if the scalp isn't cleansed properly. And so I'm getting behind her ears. I'm gonna get up underneath at the kitchen. You guys call it below the nape. I'm from the hood. Ain't that right? Good. You're my little niece right here. So we call it the kitchen, all right? Now your culture may call it something else, but in some degree, it's a black thing. I'm black and I'm proud, all right? Okay, so now here we go. Now I'm still scrubbing with the balls of my finger. Now I'm going to rinse this out, all right? Now, another way to know if I have done a good job is that I have to ask her, how does her scalp feel? Like, Amber, how do you feel out there? Because I'm feeling good. Oh, that chat is on fire, bro. I just want to let you know, okay? All right, so how does your scalp feel?
It feels good. It doesn't feel heavy.
Okay, she said it feels good. It doesn't feel heavy. Now, if you are a technician and you're watching this video, please, 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 I encourage you to get your customers involved in their salon experience. Remember, I'm not just doing her hair. I always tell people, if you want to do hair, just go get a mannequin. These are real people. These are not just family members who we just love, but this is a real person who just so happens to be my family member. But this is her hair, and she doesn't want me to treat her hair like I would treat a mannequin, And her hair condition is unique to her, okay? Her hair condition is not like everybody else's, so we want to customize. Now, typically when you rinse hair, so you always got flakes at the left and right corners of the kitchen, because you're not scrubbing that kitchen, all right? So here's another mistake that people do. When they rinse the hair, they'll do this. If you do this, put that shower emoji in the chat, okay? So that's not how you rinse hair, okay? When you rinse hair, you do want to begin to get the bulk of the, the suds and stuff away. But when you have a lot of hair or a scalp condition, you know what you got to do? You got to separate it, and you're going to come back through, and you want to feel the shower. The water has to hit the scalp, guys. So you can't just put this on here and, rinse it out, because what you're doing is you're mushing the debris back into the hair, back at the nape. So you see what I'm saying, Zane? You might be rinsing really good, but when you rinse this, you see how you rinse it, and you see those corners you talked about? They actually get overlooked. So I tell my customers that hair does something, it's called atom breaks. And atom breaks is A-D-U-M-B-R-A-T-E-S, okay? Atom breaks. And that means your hair is going to tell me a story. Your hair and scalp will tell me a story. So Zane, your story said When I rinse, I still have fibrance at the left and the right corners. But when you rinse, you see how the water comes down and your fingers, and what do you miss? The corners. This is how people who specialize in trichology, that would be me, that we can understand what you're doing at home to empower you to do the right thing. So this is why we say don't just watch, read and become a learned person so that you can understand what's happening with your unique fabric and of course your scalp. So fabric will be your hair. So now the manufacturer says repeat and lather. So I'm going to comb it through and I'm going to do what the manufacturer says. And remember, this has to go on her scalp, all right? So there it is, and I'm gonna go back at the kitchen, all right? And I'm gonna section her again. Now this may seem like, oh, it's taking forever. Remember, you have a scalp condition. So you don't wanna rush through this because if not, you'll have those flakes, it'll get into your skin and then you'll have, your skin will start to become discolored. In addition to your skin may start peeling, so you can mess your skin up because dandruff, believe it or not, is hot. It's contagious. It's a fungus. This is not a joke. And this is, I know y'all like, oh, hey, y'all go about taking that vaccine. I ain't making no apologies, guys. This is why we always say, you have to follow the science because some of this stuff, that's being, misrepresented, through people who are not learning, you don't understand that the science is going to reveal itself to actually work in our benefit. So dandruff, like the coronavirus, is highly contagious. And like the coronavirus, you have to wash your hands in a certain way to break up those spike proteins, right? So it's not contagious, right? Well, the same science is used for what? Dandruff. You have to scrub it and you have to break up those fibers so that the medicine can work. But first, remember, the manufacturer says it has to sit. So for her, she had to sit the full 5 minutes. But that's Head and Shoulders for that particular brand instructions, okay? Head and Shoulders they got a lot of shampoos, okay? So make sure you're gonna read. And I'm using the balls of my finger. I'm not using my fingernails. And I'm gonna ask my niece how's this feeling.
It feels good.
She said, get it, auntie. Get that scalp, get it, auntie. This is what happens when your auntie's a hairstylist. You just get the hook up, you know what I'm saying? About to hook my niece up, okay? So I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna just use the comb. And now I have to see the scalp. So when you're in the shower, take your comb with you. And if you have short hair, like Zane, I don't know how much hair you have, but if you have shorter hair, just make sure, guys, that you're breaking up those brush waves and getting it in there, and you're gonna do the same thing, okay? Now this ain't a black thing, okay? This is a human thing. And now I'm gonna go back and get that kitchen. And how you feeling?
So good.
Now I'm still washing. I have not got to the shampoo. Okay, Zane, you just taught us something. You said that fungus is another pathogen. Okay, guys, you see what I'm saying? You never know who's in the chat and what you can learn. So he says fungus is another pathogen. So you got to understand that pathogens are what? You're alive, okay? So you have to make sure that you are going to, you can't control this because, you can't stop dandruff. You cannot, there is no cure for dandruff because it is something that's happening internally in the body where either you make too much oil and you get this fungus, or maybe you don't make enough. So you have these different types or strands of fungus on the scalp. And so this is why you can't share combs. This is why after I'm done with her, I will have to, sanitize, and I will have to disinfect that comb. I can use it on her, but once I'm done, I'm gonna have to come back through with the soapy water and then let it sit in an actual barbicide. I'm gonna do a video on that so you guys can see that even at the hair salon, we know that viruses and pathogens and bacteria, these things are really, they're very alive. They are highly contagious. And that's what we're licensed to do. We're licensed to not spread communicable diseases and infections while we're styling the hair. So I'm going to show you that, okay? So now her scalp is looking pretty good. Now I'm going to visibly look for fibrin on her scalp. And I don't know if you guys can see too, because the lighting here isn't the best. But as you can see, she doesn't have anything on the scalp. All right. So we got a question. I need somebody to detangle and wash my hair right now. Oh, well, come on up to the Rebels Design Team Hair Salon. Okay. So she put some light on. That's why I love family. Y'all see that? She put some light on it. So now you guys can see that she does not have any flakes left. So now we've treated her scalp, right? Now we have to come back and cleanse and treat her hair. Because remember, this says it's for dandruff. It's not for styling hair. So once you use this, it's in your best interest to come back through with a shampoo. You could, but it would be better if you just come back and follow through with the shampoo. So since she has an oily scalp with her dandruff, I'm not going to use a moisturizing shampoo because that's going to cause her to create more oil, right? And then she's going to end up with more flakes. So what would happen, I could use a moisturizing shampoo, but what would happen is probably like in 2 days, she'll be like, I don't understand why I even went to the hair salon. I know that's my auntie and all, and she got a book, but you know what? My hair is like real greasy again. You know, because I'm not using the science, I'm going to use the culture that she has wavy hair and she black. And you know, she has some braids, and so black people need moisture. That's culture. When you're a professional, you want to use the science. So the science says, let's use something that's not as heavy, that won't cause her scalp to do what? Produce more oil, right? Then it's going to also cause her to have more flakes, and then she won't be happy. So we're going to use some science, and this is why you need advanced education. But again, I'm going to apply the shampoo where? Directly to the scalp. Same technique. Get it onto the scalp, and I'm just going to section her up really good. And I'm still going to I'm going to wash her hair, and then we're going to end up with the shampoo, and then that's going to be the end. All right, so here we go again. One more section. You guys following me? Okay, so that's what's happening. That's right. And do not share your utensils. So if you have children at home, if you're married, you have a significant other, no. Be like Kumo D. No, you can't use my comb. No, you can't use my shampoo. No. You remember that saying? I go to work. And y'all trying to know about that Kumo D, okay? All right, so here we go. You're using wild growth hair oil. Okay, hair oil is good. Wild growth hair oil, that's good. Just make sure that you're giving yourself a good old-fashioned scrubby dub. All right, here we go again. And I'm just gonna ask her, how am I doing?
Doing great.
She said, I'm doing great. This is the only really way to know. Don't be laughing at me. What's up? This is Jazz Erica. Girl, you know they don't know nothing about the Kumo D, okay? All right, so I'm going to section her again, and I'm just going to keep scrubbing. Scrubbing, scrubbing. Now I'm going to go into what? The shampoo. You see the difference? Now I can massage, and I can clean her hair. You guys see that? I'm gonna go straight into the massage. Now, how does that feel? Feeling good?
Yeah, it's not itchy. My hair is always itchy. It's not itchy anymore.
She said her hair is always itchy, okay? She said, they know you almost sleep over here. You see, I had to say, how does this feel? She like, okay? So there it is. Now, I want to spend some time on this massage. This isn't the customer that I want to hurry up and get out because she has a scalp condition. So I want to get this blood pumping because the blood is what's going to make the hair grow, Zane. All right, now the hair oil that you're using, it may nourish it, but I want to use what she's got for free, which is her blood. So I'm gonna just, you know, just keep that going. Now this is why the shampoo bowl comes back, so that we can rush the blood to the scalp, and that's what's going to nourish the hair. All right, and then I'm gonna come on down with my shampoo so that I don't tangle her ends and tangle her hair. And then that's it, okay? And now I'm going to rinse her, and she's good. Hey, you guys rocked it out with my niece and I, and we appreciate you very, very much. Thanks for the love, guys. So that concludes dandruff, how to take care of them. You know, remember, you can't cure dandruff, but you can alleviate, right, some of the symptoms, provided you use the right products, the right tools, and the right techniques. If you want to know more about this topic, you can buy my book, What They Don't Tell You at the Hair Salon, at my Amazon store. Woo, thanks. Girl, we're getting a lot of love here. A whole lot of love. So you can buy my book at my Amazon store, and that's at Wright Books. I'm sorry. My Amazon store is LaDosha Wright. My website is lwrightbooks.com. If you are in the greater Cleveland area, you can stop by and visit us here at the salon, okay? And we're located in Cleveland Heights. And you can buy the book. Also, I have a YouTube channel. You can check me out on YouTube. And then, of course, you can always join me here on Instagram, or sometimes I'm on Facebook. I kind of do the same thing on both channels, but Facebook gonna miss out on this one because she already done. And so before I condition her, I'm gonna towel blot her so that I don't dilute her conditioner. And I think that's pretty much it, guys. All right, you know what I say when I'm always saying, hey, Zane, I appreciate you. I see you on the Pseudo Killers. Oh, if y'all want to hang out with Zane and I, come join us on the Pseudo Killers. That's on, they're on YouTube. And I'm telling you, this is the dopest place to hang out on social media. Pseudo Killers. You guys got to join us. It's so much fun with Unc West, and all the Pseudo Killers will be in the house. All right, guys? You know what I say when I'm always signing out, right? I'm talking about a whole lot of peace. Most certainly a whole lot of love, and for sure, a whole lot of hair. But if you ain't got no hair, don't want hair, can't stand hair, as a matter of fact, you plan on cutting it off, don't worry about it. Just rub your beautiful bald head. Tell them why, Courtney. Oh, I'm saying courtesy. You want to know why? Because bald heads are beautiful too. Deuces.